Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
There's only one other good play on Minnesota.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
Oh, if you didn't know, it's the Print Factory on a Monday afternoon, talking a little Steelers, Dolphins here. Dolphins on the road at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gonna be cold. And I got the man, the BIGT himself, Big T, with me to talk it all through here on this great Monday afternoon. Big T, how was your Sunday? I already know the answer to this, but tell the people, how was your Sunday?
I mean, it was a good day of football. Not great DFS main slate, and then a good showdown. The story of my last couple of years, honestly, showdown goes pretty good. Main slate doesn't go good. I just like Trevor Lawrence. We were talking coming onto the show. Trevor Lawrence just absolutely nuked. I was on ETN, and I think ETN was even in my core, which was nice. But I didn't have any Trevor Lawrence. I didn't play him on any of my 150. I didn't anything. So like you were telling me, I didn't even realize I thought he had like 4 touchdowns. You said 6 touchdowns. I looked at, I mean, that's why I didn't do good on the main slate right there. Night slate though was good. JJ McCarthy saving some of my cards. I got a bunch of the cards of him, rookie cards, where I was ready to burn them 6 months ago. They were not 6 months ago. Maybe 6 weeks ago, I was ready to burn him, but he looks decent again. Are we like too quick to quit on young quarterbacks? Like if they're bad right away, like can we give them a little more rope?
First of all, man, I would have put down tons of money that the first thing you were going to come out and talk about was fucking cards of all things. I know cards are popular.
It happened organically. I wasn't planning on it.
I definitely did. You definitely caught me off guard talking up cards of all things. JJ McCarthy rookie cards.
I know that was a weird twist, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a very odd twist.
It just shows you our shows aren't scripted in any way,
No,
though. I wasn't even planning on it. I hadn't even thought of JJ McCarthy going into when I started talking.
True story, too. There are guys that'll actually like go on a show and read a legit script. Like that's fucking crazy that people listen to that shit. But back to your question. Yeah, I think we do, honestly, especially, teams where we know the coaches are sharp and the coaches have done well bringing along quarterbacks, whether they be young quarterbacks, vets that have failed in other places, and then come and have gotten kind of revitalized with coaches. Like, man, I think we got to have a little grace for some of these young rookies here, especially someone like JJ. And I'm not saying he's going to be good or he's going to be bad. I'm just saying, like, especially someone like him who in college, and I don't watch a ton of college football, so Tony, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in college, he wasn't really allowed to they weren't like throwing the rock all over the field in Michigan. It was a run-heavy offense, if I remember correctly. And then he comes to the NFL, and like a couple preseason games in or whatever, he gets hurt, or preseason he gets hurt. And so he loses his whole rookie year. And then on top of it, the vet that replaces him does really well. So what does that do? That puts even more pressure on him, because then they let this vet walk because they don't want to pay him like $1 bazillion. And they say, all right, JJ, here's the keys, buddy. You got Justin Jefferson. You got Addison. You got, AP or Kevin, head coach. You're good to go, buddy. You're ready to roll. And he's like, They didn't give me the keys in Michigan. What do I do with these keys, Tony?
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. He didn't throw much in college. He gets injured. He honestly might have been injured early this year. We've already talked about this, but the one game, all of a sudden, maybe it's fake. I don't know. It could be either way. It doesn't really matter, but he could have been injured then too. He looks pretty good now, though. I'll be honest. The last couple of weeks, he still makes some bad throws and stuff and all that, but it's been shown a lot. Like Darnold looks, we could argue. I mean,
I'll tell you that throw where he rolled out to his left and like kind of weird throwing motion, weird everything, but he's slaying that thing to
Oh, he's
friggin'
got a
get.
rocket for sure. Like,
I
there's
mean,
no
like
doubt
that
about
thing.
that part.
That was the Naylor touchdown, right? It was either
Eh,
the Naylor touchdown or the Addison bomb. I can't remember, but both throws were really good. But the one where he rolled out and had to like readjust and then throw it under pressure was really impressive. Might have been off of like one leg too. I don't even know. It was very impressive though.
and
Yeah.
Phillip almost throw it too hard. Like, they throw absolute rocket ships. Like,
Yeah,
just,
well, you know who does too, and he impressed me on Sunday. And you've been pretty harsh on old Bo Nix. He's another guy. He'll throw.
I mean, he
Rock.
destroyed Green Bay yesterday. So, yeah,
But
I mean,
no. But he'll throw like rockets sometimes, Tony, to where you're like he's throwing it 150 miles an hour. It's Caleb does the same thing. JJ's done it. These rookies, man. I will say though, Bo had a throw where he layered it over for the Troy Franklin touchdown. He layered it over three defenders and put it in the perfect spot. There was 4 defenders around him, but 3 in front of him. And he layered that thing perfectly over in the end zone to Troy Franklin. I was like, okay, normally Bo Nix would rifle that thing through the 3 defenders to try and get it to Troy Franklin. And he did not. So yeah, the rookies, Caleb, JJ, Bo, well, Bo's not a rookie, I guess. Caleb's not like full, but like with their new circumstances, young quarterbacks, man, they're playing well.
oh, totally. And I mean, I want to know why Majerus keeps saying I say line. No, well, when did I say it this time? Got to be just messing.
We hate line.
I never say it. He keeps trying to instigate, though. So I wonder if I'm saying it by accident or something. I don't think I am, though. When did I say it? Stop, Majerus.
No, don't tell Majerus to stop. Let
Take your warm water and shove it, Majerus.
Hell no, Majerus. Warm water, baby. We got it. It's nice and warm, too. Hold on. Goes down smooth. Goes down so smooth right now. All right, Tony, do your do. Get your do up to the mic. Tell me you don't have do right now. Is that do, really?
Of course it's do.
Oh, my God. Disgusting. Who was I on the show with talking about how gross do is?
Not me, because it tastes great.
Yeah, it wasn't you. It was someone else, and it's disgusting. I can't believe you drink that stuff. Piss in a cup and drink.
He's talking about your warm water.
This ain't piss. Like, his color's closer to piss than my.
If you drink warm water all day, your piss will be that clear.
Well, that's the goal, right? Clear piss. Nothing wrong with some clear piss. Yeah, it was the mama show. Okay. Yeah. MMA. That's what it was. Said mama. MMA. Big T was supposed to be on the MMA show.
This shows that you don't know what you're talking about, Majerus. I was talking about like my cheat.
You were talking about your what? Did I freeze or did Tony freeze? Because this is amazing if Tony froze. Please tell me it was him. Did Tony just freeze? Was it the do? Frozen tea, yes! It's frozen tea! I need a screenshot right now. Hold on. I need a screenshot right there. Frozen tea. Dub KJ always comes through. Oh, yes. Oh, is he back? Frozen tea, is that you?
I've heard everything. For some reason, you couldn't hear me, though. You can't hear me?
You froze, and you know when you do the thing with your arm that you just did? Like, you froze, and it was, like, perfect, and it was just held up there. Like
I could hear everything, but it was even worse than usually because
I feel like Tony might need a reboot. I don't know. Big T's frozen again. He probably can hear me. Tony, I think you might need a full reboot on this old internet. I don't know. No, I don't think he's trolling.
I'm not sure. Hear me?
I can hear you now. You just froze again, though.
Unbelievable. I'm so tilted. Yeah, my whole day's ruined now. I'm so mad.
Your whole day's ruined now that your internet's fucked up.
First he's
normally my
telling me I'm
internet. Oh, this
internet's
is
going
amazing.
down.
This is amazing. Every time you start talking, you just freeze for like
Again? It just keeps happening.
Yeah, you just froze.
Everything's working perfect. Like I can see you. I don't get what's
You
happening.
can hear me perfectly. Like I'm not going in and out at all.
Every word you said. I typed it in there when you said it. Right up here it says I can hear everything.
Oh, you can see it in his face. He is full tilt right now. He's definitely full tilt. Yeah, like see right now he's frozen. Oh, now he's back. And now he's frozen again.
Setting.
Like I can see you and you got to reset. That was bad. That was rough. All right. Well, while Big T is rebooting and probably getting himself some dew, maybe he's going to take a shit with his shirt off while this thing reboots. Who the hell knows what he's doing? Hit the like button if you enjoy these free shows. Smash the like if you enjoyed Big T frozen for a little bit, or if you enjoy Big T rebooting so we can get back on here and give winners. Let's hit the like button as well. We'll get through it. Trying to think of anything else that happened on Sunday here. He's already gone. I can't wait to bring up Kenneth Walker. Hold on. Let's just double check here. What did Kenneth Walker do against Grandpa Rivers? Oh, wait. Isn't Seattle Tony's third Super Bowl team? How'd they do? Oh, my God. They almost lost to the Colts? That's crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. Hold on. Kenneth Walker stats, guys. I pulled them up. All right, here we go. Don't tell Big T that I'm about to read these things because I'm gonna ask him when he comes back. I bet you he doesn't even know. Kenneth Walker, 9 carries, 17 yards on the ground. That's a 1.9 yards per carry. Huh. It's pretty good. Kenneth Walker, 1 catch, 2 yards. 2 yards. That's his stat line. Huh. So he scored like a little over a point. Yeah. Zach Charbonnet. Oh, look, Zach Charbonnet. 8 for 31. That's 3.9 yards per carry. Huh. Yeah. Zach Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker scored about the same. Sup, Big King? What's going on, brother? Good to see you in chat. We're just waiting. Big T froze and then, kept freezing, so he had to reboot everything. Didn't he pick Kyle Pitts as an anti-play? Yes, he did pick Kyle Pitts as an anti-play. That did not. He also, I forgot about this too. He hated the Falcons. Forget about the Pitts. Yeah, he picked Pitts as an anti. He hated the Falcons. I told him Kirk Cousins was going to fuck. And he hated Kirk Cousins. He hated the Falcons. I tried to warn him on that. He didn't listen. Falcons win that game. God, I'm racking up the wins on Big T right now. I'm absolutely destroying him in the streets. Big T, there he is.
Unbelievable.
Big man. I'm ready. Me and chat, we're just going over some things.
I can't. I heard every word. I don't know I hope it doesn't keep happening because I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe it's the cold. It's like below 0 out there. It might just be the cold.
Could just be the cold. By the way, did you see the video of the guy in Chicago? He's out in the stands. He's got like a Pepsi or some soda, and he pours it into a cup as he opens it, and he pours it in, and it immediately freezes.
Like I did not see that one.
I
believe it, though.
That's how cold it was in Chicago. That was insane. I was watching. I was like, this is crazy. But we were going through Kenny Walker's stat line.
I honestly don't know what the final stat line was. How bad was it?
He had 9 carries for 17 yards on the ground. That's 1.9 yards per carry.
Not bad. Good.
And then 1 catch for 2 yards.
This is what you do, though. I didn't make him my play, and you're still taunting me about him. How are we going to go?
Wait a second. Wait a second. You were telling me, oh, just make him your anti. It just makes me want to play him even more. Just make him your anti.
Yeah, that didn't mean I did it, though.
More. I told you
I had
not
enough
to play
bad
Kenny
calls
Walker.
without you trolling me about Kenny Walker. You can make fun of me about a lot.
Dude, we fought about Kenny Walker for like 5 minutes. So if I
Not
can't
one
show
time
you,
did I ever say I was like in love with Kenny Walker. I didn't even play him. Look at my teams. I didn't play him anywhere. I didn't like him. I said it's either Kenny Walker in Seattle, ETN in Jags. That was which one I went with. Or Woody Marks in Houston. Those were I said it's one of those three for me.
you know, why did we fight for 5 minutes about Kenny Walker?
Because you hated him and you had conviction on it and you like oversell it, which you do because I played Kenny Walker 3 weeks ago, which you made fun of me for. And now you're bringing it up again to try to pour dirt on my grave already. The internet's down. Majerus is saying I'm using the word lines. You're talking about Kenny Walker. I mean, you're pouring dirt on an already buried grave.
All I'm going to say is go pull the tape. I'm going to go pull the tape after. Big T liked Kenny Walker, and he said it on the show. That's all I know.
Definitely pull it. Find it where I like Kenny Walker.
I'm pulling it. Tough scenes all around. I agree, Jerker. Tough scene for Big T.
I will be waiting for that to come up. I'll be waiting patiently.
And on top of it, you hated the Falcons. I forgot about this. You gave me shit for liking the Falcons. Kirk Cousins.
See, that's another take you can get on me for. He did.
On
the takes that I'm wrong. Absolutely. I did. I love that other side. Yes. See, that one you're correct on. You got plenty of takes you can make fun of me for. Just Kenny Walker's not one of them.
By the way, I think did he finish with 3 touchdowns? He finished with 3 touchdowns, right?
I mean, he crushed.
But no, the David Sills. You remember the David Sills drop? That the bomb he threw to David Sills and he dropped it. That cost me so much money. I was thinking about it. I was like, that just reminded me how much money I didn't win because David Sills didn't score that touchdown. Like that was such a dime, and I had so much money on like David Sills to score. I had him parlayed with like a couple people who scored, and Kirk Cousins to throw for like 3 and 4 touchdowns. Oh, damn it. Kirk Cousins, by the way, to throw 4 touchdowns was like 38-1 on DraftKings. By the way, I don't know if you saw that.
I believe it. It should have been.
Yeah. Nah, until you saw that Bucs secondary.
And the funny thing is, so I didn't have this is actually what happened. I didn't have the flow chart updated by Thursday, but Friday when I did it for the week, the number one, the worst defense in football, like by the last stretch, was Tampa Bay. Not counting the Atlanta game either. So if I had the flow chart before that game, I would have probably liked it a little more than I did. Literally the worst.
Counting that game, it's the worst.
Not even counting that game, they were the worst.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because it wasn't the new week. The new week wasn't in it yet. So they're going to be even more number one. Yeah, that's what he does, John.
I agree with that statement. Big T the GOAT. That doesn't mean I can't get on the GOAT when I win. Can I just have when I win once or twice, can I just have it without you guys in chat going to Big T's defense? Oh, I'll save Big T. I'll defend him. All right, let me just have it, okay? I don't win that often. Give me my wins, okay?
Oh, you did win.
I lose with grace.
20 grand last week.
When Big T loses, he says, I didn't play Kenny Walker.
I do still have the T-box right here, though. I'll take one victory. Still the T-box for the 8th straight week.
I hate that damn T-box.
Still the T-box for the 8th straight week. But that's my only victory, so I'll savor it.
You know what? And you deserve it because you've been better than me at your 3 picks. So
the Bears and the Jags. The Bears and the Jags roll.
Oh, man, the Jags and the Bears. Yeah, both of them. Both of them just absolutely
good. The Bears are real good.
Yeah, I mean, in the Jags have been hot. Like you could say it with some of these teams. Like some of these teams are on fire. Who do you, if you had to pick right now, the 2 hottest teams in football, just right now, not the teams you think will win or the teams you think will be better at the end. Who's like the 2 hottest teams in football right now?
I mean, it'd be tough to be hotter than those 2, Jacksonville and Houston's got to be. Denver's got to be hot. Even though I don't like Denver, they've won 1 million games in a row.
I was going to say Houston, man, who they've beaten in a row, and they got to be up there for me.
Yeah, I mean, NFC, I don't think anyone's hot, so I'm not going to say NFC. Seattle's hot, but they haven't played anyone. The Rams aren't hot. They just lost 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
That's true.
Seattle and the Rams are the two best teams in the NFC. They're not the hottest.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question. That's not the question. It's who's the hottest right now. You know what? You're right. You got to put the Broncos in there.
I mean, they've won 11 in a row, so they have to be the hottest. But Jacksonville and Houston are right there too. I mean, I just looked up biggest win streaks. And Miami tonight. It's a segue. Miami's hot, real hot.
Yeah, Miami. The only thing with Miami that worries me, and it can be a segue into this game because we can get into this because, I mean, that's why the people came here and we're already 20 minutes in and still haven't gotten to the game that we're supposed to talk about. But that's what we do on this show. Miami is won 5 of their last 6. Now, listen to this, though. I do think Miami's a solid team, but those 5 wins, Falcons, Bills, that's a really good win. Washington, New Orleans, and the Jets.
Pittsburgh's bad too, though.
That's a good point. So that's yeah. I mean, who do you think's the better overall team, Tony? Just like on a neutral field. Obviously, they're in the cold. I saw two.
Did you see that video though? Where they're like playing in the snow, practicing and stuff?
Yeah, I saw that.
Straight off the plane, I was ready to bet $1 million on them. Like they're out there doing that.
All right, timeout. First of all, I got 3 brothers, 0 sisters, so I'm throwing that one out right now. Second of all, keep my mom out of this shit, okay? Make fun of me.
Only I'm allowed to talk about his mom.
Yeah, Mrs. Sarabian will whoop your ass, but she does like Tony, so, you know, Tony can say whatever he wants, but everyone else, suck it, all right? Make fun of me. Look at me. I got fucking plenty of stuff to make fun of.
When's the date? When you getting it trimmed up?
They're closed today, so tomorrow.
There we go.
All right. So back to I saw something when the weather is below 40 degrees, Tony, he's 0-5 in his career. And it's supposed to be like 15, 16 degrees at kickoff.
That's one of those things that, like, I just never. It'll get talked about too much all day.
Well, I mean, do you think it's not important at all that Tua?
Not after 5 games or something. I don't. I think it's overblown. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, like he grew up in. Well, probably Hawaii, right? Where did he grow up? Did he?
Look it up. Look it up because now I want to know.
It's got to be Hawaii, right?
I mean, it's got to be.
So he grew up in just pure.
So he grew up in. He grew up in perfect, like the opposite.
Yeah, that's why it's going to be talked about, though. Like it's always going to be. And
people have those playoff games stuck in their head, or at least that playoff game. Was it the Bills in Buffalo? I can't remember. I think
and they played good some of those games. Like it's just, I feel like it's overblown. I don't know, and I hate Tua, so I'll kick him down when he's down whenever. But I think the cold is overblown, and Pittsburgh just. I like Pittsburgh. I think even on the Print Factory, but I like Miami now for sure. The way they're playing, and you get the Watt injury or whatever you want to call it, the mishap from the team. They have one receiver, which Miami does take away. Like one's pretty decent. I don't really see a reason to take Pittsburgh with the way these teams are going.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's not a team that I really like either. So I'm good with going, even though I don't love betting Tua in the cold, like you said, it is a small sample. And the Dolphins also, like you said, have just been playing better. Honestly, this was a team like coming into the year, I truly thought they were going to suck. Like I thought this team was going to be like one of the worst teams in the league. I thought Tyreek was just going to blow up. He obviously got hurt. So, that didn't happen, but they kind of rallied after the Tyreek injury. You know what I mean? And they made it a season, Tony. I mean, they probably won't make the playoffs, but I don't think they're like dead,
Yeah,
like completely dead from making the
definitely
playoffs.
not. If they win games like tonight, I mean, they're not dead. They're definitely not.
So,
One thing that's interesting for Miami for me, just looking at my numbers, it's the classic example that people always don't, that make fun of my flowchart stuff for. They're like really good against receiver and really bad against quarterback. So I was curious, like, who have they played? Why the numbers would look like that?
are they playing like running quarterbacks? Like
That's what I'm curious. It has to be, right? Well, they played Josh Allen twice, which would make sense because he could score a zillion points on the
They
ground.
played Drake May once.
Drake May. I'm just curious because, like, that's like one of the most dramatic I've ever seen. Fourth worst against quarterbacks and good against receivers. So
when they played the Jets, wasn't that Tyrod? So that wouldn't count. I mean, he's not really running at this stage.
but they didn't score anything on him anyway.
Washington can run. Both quarterbacks can run for Washington. Whoever he played Marcus.
They really haven't. Like, if you look at like Lamar too, I wonder if Lamar got him on the ground. Let me look. Lamar didn't get him on the ground. I'm curious. I wonder why it's like this. I'm gonna look further into it.
Gotta be tight ends. I bet you they're not good against tight ends.
So or later in the year they've been so bad against quarterbacks though.
Yeah,
they've got 4, 6, they've got 8 top 12 given up quarterback weeks. And then receiver, they just don't. Well, and the funny part is they've been getting beat more by receivers later in the year, but I don't know. It's interesting to.
Well, I mean, the Steelers only have like one good receiver.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm just like, how are they? And then Jalen Warren pops up injured or whatever, or sick or whatever they want to say. I just think Pittsburgh's got problems. They're not a good team anyways, and they start losing all these bodies. Yeah.
Did they play? Oh, they played Justin Fields at least once, right? So that probably
just
didn't
weird.
help. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My numbers say the same thing. They're like really good against wide receivers, but like bad against quarterbacks. So, but
it
then
just
I see like,
and the thing is, like, the numbers, I mean, my numbers are totally updated. So even if it doesn't make sense, the numbers are what they are. I mean, we're week 15 now. I have a ton of data in these things. So it doesn't necessarily mean a ton tonight because, like you said, the way the teams are set up, you kind of know what they want to do. There's not a ton of options where they can go, but I don't see how. I mean, I just look at the flow chart. DK Metcalf all the way at the bottom.
Well, who else are going to play? Tight ends? I like the tight ends.
It just feels like they always cross the tight, and the tight ends are pretty high up is the funny thing. Like the tight ends, as far as on my flow chart, like the tight ends from Pittsburgh are one of the sneakier plays of the whole week. So exactly what we're saying makes sense for a showdown build where you got quarterback, couple tight ends, maybe running back. The running back spot looks pretty good. Both running back spots look pretty good to me, actually, especially if Warren's out and you can just play those other guys.
I mean, if Warren's out, then you just you want one of the Pittsburgh running backs on all your teams. I think, especially Kenny. I want Kenny for sure.
Definitely. How much are Caleb's 2,400?
Oh, your boy Caleb. Yeah. He's 2,400.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Gainwell, you're going to have to play Gainwell at 7K. If it has to be at least somewhat likely that Warren sits with the late pop up like that on a cold night.
What about like a rule? You have to play one Miami running back and one Steeler running back. What about a rule like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because how does Miami get there without one of these? I mean, probably it'll be HN, I'm sure, because of how much he does. But if it's not, we've seen these other guys just crushed. I mean,
well, the problem is they priced right up after his big game. So Jalen Wright's 6,800.
Oh, well, you can't play that. So
yeah. So and Ollie Gordon's even 4,800. So they priced them both up off that, probably just in case,
I think Achane was like somewhat questionable for a minute, wasn't he? Like, because he got
hurt in that game, and he didn't come back. And then the coach said, "Oh, we'll see," but he could have came back if we needed him or whatever, but he didn't. And I'm sure it helped that Jalen Wright was like rolling. So the coach was probably like, "Yeah, just keep him out. Like we're good."
Jalen Wright was highly touted coming in too, and so they just didn't want to get burned with the price. But that makes it so. To answer your question about that rule, I mean, I can't pay 68 for Jalen Wright.
But what if you got the Devon Achane? What happened to him last week happens again?
And he could always get hurt. I just, man, yeah. I mean, you could. I mean, especially in the millie where you're trying to get a little creative. I would build a team tailored towards that, though. Like, obviously, you wouldn't have Achane in that build, and you would have to just. I mean, you could even maybe throw the defense in there too. Just hope that it correlates a little bit like that. I mean, it's hard to click that button though. It's 6,800, like you said. I was thinking it was going to be like 2,800.
Yeah, no, they were ready just in case the Achane, because he was injured in that game. But
or like this is what I would do too. Like if I did, I would just like when you play the backup quarterback, like the old Siege move, you should play them in the captain and just hope they get hurt right away. And you just full-blown smash once they get in there. Because that's how you can win a ton of money, but you are literally banking on an injury.
I mean, you're literally throwing that lineup in the garbage if Achane plays.
And then when you get the injury, though, it's not going to feel like you're throwing it away, though. I mean, you're going to be feeling very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, man, that's another thing. This was a week of injuries coming in. I mean, man, we lost a ton of good players, but I want to get too sidetracked off that because
that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show, yeah. But man,
big names too.
I know Micah going out. I mean, torn ACL, that sucks. That really does suck. But yeah, no, the running backs, like you said, if Achane plays the whole game, how is he not on the winner? I just don't like whether it's the
same as Bijan the other night. Like it's just there's no way they're not on the winner as long as they stay in there.
Right. So I mean, if I'm not playing right, then I gotta play Achane. Like Achane's a lock, whether it's in the captain or the flex. It's a lock. And honestly, I think Waddle's kind of a lock too, with the way they manufacture their touches to their two best players. Like I kind of want Waddle and Achane.
And the way Pittsburgh's set up, we already talked about it. You don't need DK. So, like, I don't know how. I mean, and for me, too, I like Miami. I really don't know how I'm not playing Tua, too. I'm just going to be honest. Like, those three, everything goes through them. You go down. I mean, Darren Waller catches touchdowns. Malik Washington's overpriced big time. They just don't. Dolchich is obviously a good value. You could play Dolchich, obviously. He's a value guy. But they don't. You said it. Like your exact reasoning was what I've been thinking about. It's like I don't know how, especially Achane and Waddle though. Almost every Miami game, I just have to have them in Showdown. I just their projections, you're going to get them in, especially Achane. Like, but Waddle, I mean, it's not even close. Like Waddle or Rodgers, it's Waddle. Waddle or DK, it's Waddle. Waddle or Tua, it's still Waddle. Like it's and the only person that I would stack up even remotely is Gainwell if Warren was out. Like he would be right in that same ballpark.
My only issue with Tua, my only pushback with having to have Tua is in the last like 5 wins, Tony. I'm going to take you through all 5. There was only one win where he scored more than like 9.5 fantasy points. And it was the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. And I mean, like Atlanta's defense, not very good. Like that kind of makes sense to me. But he only threw the ball 26 times. And this is my point. Okay. Forget about the fantasy scores, Tony. Yeah. In the last 5 wins, 26 passing attempts. That was the Falcons game. 21, 20, 23, 21. Those are passing attempt numbers. The one loss they had in the middle of all those wins was week 9 against Baltimore. 40 passing attempts. What does that tell me? Miami, when they get up or if the game is close, they are not letting Tua just chuck. They are run first, run heavy, run all the time, field position, kick field goals. You can see it when you go pull up the field goal kicker, Tony. The field goal kicker's been good. They are very specific field goal position. We're not slinging the ball over. We're not being overly aggressive when we get up. That's the problem. To get the Tua nuke game, you almost, and maybe you don't, your counterpoint will maybe be, I don't need the Tua nuke game. Give me 13 or 14 and he's on the winner.
Aaron Rodgers.
Outscore Aaron Rodgers, exactly. But my more point is like they are totally fine winning this game and Tua not really doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, I hate Tua, so you don't ever have to sell me against Tua. And I get everything you're saying. You look at his box scores, it's going to be horrible. You look at his cold weather, it's going to be horrible.
It's not just the box scores, though. It's the way they're winning is not with Tua. The way they lose is when Tua, that's more what I'm saying.
And they don't want him to throw because he stinks. But he's going to be another counterpoint, too, though. So he's going to be what? The 2, 4, 6, probably 7th highest owned guy on the slate, at least. I mean, Achane, Rodgers, DK, Warren, Waddle, Gainwell. Yeah, he's going to be the 7th highest owned guy on the slate as a quarterback. That's just but I agree. I'm not disagreeing because Tua sucks. I don't need to, and then another counterpoint, we have value guys like Dolchich that I don't see how I'm not playing Dolchich tonight. I'll be honest. He's been good to us in the showdowns. He's 1,600. I don't know how I'm not. And then you got these tight ends from Pittsburgh too that we talked about that we like. I mean, Darnell's 26, Freiermuth is 3, and Jonnu's 28. So you're going to be able to spend up, and I don't need DK. So like just naturally, I mean, it's building itself just talking about it where there's just, I like, for example, if Tua got 14 tonight, how much would you play him? Just 14. nothing like 25, just 14 points.
Yeah, he's probably on the winner.
Yeah. So the question is, can he get 14? And that's a trickier question because he might not be able to get 14. He's rough out there, but
And we just said, because Mike says, what if the Steelers get up 14? Well, yeah, if the Steelers get up 14, I just told you they're going to have to throw the football more. That doesn't necessarily mean good. It might mean better for fantasy, but we like the Dolphins. So in our script, we like the Dolphins. The Dolphins are winning in our script. The Dolphins are up.
Getting up 2 touchdowns on anybody.
No, but I'm just saying to answer Mike's question, he asked, well, what if? And I'm saying in our script, because me and you both like the Dolphins tonight, we both think the Dolphins can win this game. The Dolphins are winning or the game's super close the whole way through.
Yeah.
Okay? That's more what I'm saying. But yes, if they get down, like Tony said, I don't know how they get down that many points, but if they get down 14, then Tua is probably going to throw the football 40 times, and that's probably better. More passing attempts is probably better here. But to your point, Tony, it's not like Aaron Rodgers has been amazing either when you go through what he's done. So the fact that Aaron Rodgers is 46% and Tua is only 25 is pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they're very similar to me. And they both have, honestly, like one receiver, a couple other like guys they can throw it to a little bit. Running backs that you can throw it to out of the backfield, which are the best options, honestly. I like the running backs out of the backfield. But yeah, Rodgers, I don't know. Like Rodgers is still probably better than Tua just because, I mean, it's just more of an unknown. And Tua has Achane, who's just an absolute beast. Yeah, but the ownership game too, and the topper too. So when I run the numbers, I get, let me just look at the exposures. So we get 5-man Miami, not many 5-mans either way, which should be expected in a game like this. But 4-mans, we're getting way more Pittsburgh than Miami. So that's where, and because of those tight ends, probably like a lot of cheap options. But there's hardly anybody playing 4 or 5-man Miami teams, which I don't think is that crazy at all. I don't like, especially with Dolchich. Like, my 3 favorite plays of the game are the 2 guys you talked about in Dolchich. So, like, even just say you start with that. What salary? So if you go Achane captain, Waddle, Dolchich, I mean, you're still at $6K. And then all of a sudden, if you pop any of those tight ends in, Darnell Washington, any of them, you're all the way up to 7,900. I mean, you just have so much flexibility with that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense why the Steelers cheapies are hitting a lot of builds. I mean, there's more Steelers cheapies in play than there are Miami guys. Like you said, Greg Dulcich will be like the one Miami guy. But outside of him, normally Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon are cheap Miami guys. They're not cheap, though. So you throw them, out because they're not cheap. And it's like, who else for Miami can you actually play, Tony, that's cheap?
I mean, there's not much there. There's not much there for sure.
No, like they're not playing Nick Westbrook-Akine a lot. Julian Hill's down here. You're not playing Julian Hill when Greg Dulcich is only like, 1,000? No, he's only like a couple hundred. Yeah, 200 more than Julian Hill. I mean, Cedric Wilson. Look at all these cheapies. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. Like everyone's playing the Pittsburgh cheapies. But if you somehow find a build, and maybe the build is like a kicker captain build, Tony, where you play one of my favorite plays on the slate, Chris Boswell in the captain.
Boswell's such a beast.
Beast, dude. Absolute beast. You play Chris Boswell in the captain, and then you don't have to really think as much about too many of the cheap plays. You can get our boys Achane and Waddle in there easily, and then build out from there.
And Boswell's been great, and Patterson has more like double-digit games than him, so both kickers are good. I mean, Patterson's been amazing.
Yeah, Patterson's another guy. I think
we've had great luck with these kickers lately too. They're finally paying off again for us. They've been amazing the last week and a half, just crushing showdowns. And in this game where you got all these tight ends that are like in the 2Ks that, let's face it, every one of them has a 0 floor, like 2 or 3 points. When these kickers, and this happened last night, it's one of the reasons I did really good. Both kickers were 12 and 6. Freaking Aubrey last night missed 2 50-yarders and still scored 16 or something. He could have had 26 fantasy points.
I literally couldn't believe it that he could have had another 25 burger or whatever. Like, that was insane. Unreal.
I played
him in the captain on a bunch of my and I was just like, son of a bitch, man. He's just such a.
It was one of those games where, like, the whole, because we never looked, me and you really got towards the end of the game, and I just assumed I was losing because none of my guys were really like crushing and I looked and I was like way up, and it was just because the 2 kickers, like the 2 kickers were just smashing.
Kickers and all these dudes, all the duds. There were so many duds.
Yeah.
So many duds. But yeah, no, I like both the kickers. Honestly, I'm making a rule like at least one kicker on all my teams. That's definitely a rule. I'm jamming at least one. I like even the 2 kicker builds for sure. Because like you said, the value.
The 2 kicker builds give you such a nice floor, like a much nicer floor than the other builds.
Yeah, 100%, especially when I'm talking about we don't have the value on this slate, especially on one side. So all the value is going to get over-owned on the other side. That's the other thing that stinks too, is like all that value from Pittsburgh, it's going to end up being over-owned because those are the lineups getting jammed. So any other like captain plays? Like I like kickers. I like Achane and Waddle. Those are like the 4 guys in play for me.
It's one of the few slates that it's Achane for me. I'm not playing any other captains.
So you're not playing any kicker?
Not tonight, just because I don't need the studs.
Ooh.
I only play kicker captain when I need the studs. I don't need the studs on this slate.
Then for you, I'd definitely be jamming the double kicker builds.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, just saying it. I mean, our starting point, and that gets you off those tight ends. But just say you played Achane, Waddle, and just say the 2 kickers. I mean, you're still at 4,800. That's a what if you play like what's the cheapest of the tight ends? Dolchich at 1,600. That leaves you with 8K, kind of no man's land. But that's Gainwell. If Warren was out, that's a great build. Gets
And
you
honestly,
to Gainwell.
Gainwell could get there even if Warren's in.
Yeah,
I think
honestly,
Gainwell's a
you're
great
right. He
play.
might be an even better play if Warren's in.
He is, because we know Warren's sick. We know Gainwell has gotten there with Warren on the field sometimes.
That's the build, dude. It's Achane, Waddle, Patterson, Boswell, Gainwell, Darnell Washington. Like, if that's not the build, I don't know what is.
Is that a 0 salary?
Yeah, it'll be duped a lot for sure, especially people watching it. But that's a great build. Or you can leave salary and go to Dolchich. But I like that it's 3-3.
Yeah, I think I would leave salary and go to Dolchich.
And I probably like that better too, for sure.
If you're telling me that's zeroing out the salary,
yeah,
so, yeah. But either way, it's a good build for sure. Actually, the tight ends we haven't talked about, and I do think just from a leverage standpoint, guys like Pat Freiermuth, who I like the most of the tight ends here on Pittsburgh. And you'll see look at Darnell Washington, Pat Freiermuth, Jonnu Smith, all kind of squeezed in the middle here, Tony. And they're all priced, look at that, 26, 3, 28. They're all priced right around each other, projected right around each other. And I like Freiermuth the most. So he ran the most amount of routes of any of these guys last week. I think doubled up Darnell Washington. He's clearly, I think, the better of the pass catchers. So I like Pat Freiermuth here. He's someone I'm going to bump a little bit. And the tight end on the other side that no one has talked about yet, but Darren Waller, who's actually the better tight end. He's just more expensive. But he's 4,400. And, if you're playing
touchdown threat too, for sure.
If you're playing Tua, I think you should play Darren Waller because he is the best. He is the best touchdown threat. So if you're somehow building a team where Achane's not your captain and you've got like Waddle captain, but you're playing Tua too, or you got kicker or Tua captain or whatever, I'm definitely playing Darren Waller, because if I'm playing a Tua captain build, Waller's their best touchdown threat. And Waller and Waddle, Tony, who else? You know what I mean? Like, those are the guys down in the red zone, and Achane, obviously.
I mean, Waller's going to get, and all our props tonight, put the Waller TD for sure, because he's getting a TD tonight. Like, I don't know what the rest of his stats will look like, but he's getting a TD tonight for sure. So I just wrote it down to remind myself. I wish I should do this more too, because these island games, I always like to do you like it even more than me, but I need to write down.
I'm going in there right now to bet it.
And it always happens though, where I get like later in the day and I forget about some. So like during the day, I need to write them down. Like Waller touchdown's going to hit. So I need to put it in all my like prop stuff.
Plus 255.
Yeah.
Waller first touchdown's 12-1.
Yeah. I mean, I like that. I like Waller a lot. But yeah, I think Waller's going to be all 5 of these tight ends are going to be above 10% owned, and I think Waller will for sure be the highest owned.
You think so? He'll be the highest owned of the tight
ends? Well, I think all 5 are going to be somewhat similar. And honestly, if I think all 5 are pretty similar plays in general. Like I think they should be owned where they are.
Yeah, and I like the tight ends, honestly, better than the wide receivers
way more.
As a group, because obviously I like Jalen Waddle the most, but like as a group.
Waddle's expensive too, though. Like, you don't have to. There was a slate, I think, last week that I did really well on that I just basically eliminated the receivers. I'm trying to remember who it was. Maybe it was the Atlanta game. It could have been. I don't know. Maybe it was just their side. I can't remember, but it was nice because all the receivers busted and all that stuff. Tight ends are just better plays in this game. They just are.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like what you're saying about the
and how many weeks can I play Isaiah Likely and have him kill me? I'm so tired of Isaiah Likely.
I played him too, so I can't even say anything.
I'm so done with him.
Oh, it's sickening every single time. Absolutely sickening. Pat Fryermuth, Darren Waller to score touchdowns, Tony. We're rolling with that. And then we gotta do our move. We take the under. Take the under with that.
I don't see how I could bet the over with these teams. I'll just, yeah, I mean, and you get that reverse correlation in the parlay algorithm. I mean, if you put 2 touchdowns in there with an under, like that is bad reverse correlation, which helps our odds a lot.
Yeah. No, I
you know how hard it is to like get 2 or 3 touchdowns and an under, but that's why we get paid for it.
Exactly. That's why. Because
all of a sudden you get to like 21 points, and your guys, if you don't have a touchdown, like you're just drawing dead, even if they score.
Yep, that's why I like it.
And our kicker ones, we got to have our kicker ones. The kicker one's been good, like 2+, 3+ field goals, 10+ points. I've been liking the 3 field goals on the under because it's another reverse correlation a little bit. And it helps the odds, and I just love if it goes under, you're going to need field goals.
So you go Boswell 3 with the under, and then a touchdown from Darren.
Yeah, and I like going like 2 the other way to where it's 5 total field goals, like 2 one way, 3 the other.
So you bet the other kicker for 2?
Yeah, it's been treating me good.
Or you bet both kickers for 2 instead of one kicker for 3, or is that how you do it?
Because it boosts the odds of time. It goes way higher with the third.
You get the 20% boost for Monday Night Football.
Yeah. These been pretty good, though. It's been good.
No, I like it. I like this one.
Kickers have been treating us real good the last 10 days, last 2 weeks.
That's one thing I know for a fact I'm doing is jamming the kickers. Like, I know that I'm jamming the kickers. I'm playing Jalen Waddle and Achane. I'm just playing those guys. And then I'm playing these tight ends in some way, shape, or form. And then filling out the rest of my teams.
Yeah.
Like, right there. That's 4 spots, right? You got a kicker, Achane, Waddle, and at least 1 tight end, Tony. That's 4 spots for you right there, already made.
Yep. And you got plenty to work with the other 2 spots.
Would you do
that right there? You're at 6K with the last 2 spots.
Would you do a max 1 quarterback rule?
I just don't ever set stuff like that, but because I'm never going to be mad if I have 2 quarterbacks. But this would be the game to do it. But the flip side is
it'll be lower.
I'm not going to be owned. Like,
yeah.
So just running it naked, I literally get 10% Tua. Just running it, just projections, 10%. Like, you're not gaining anything by getting off Tua. Like, if anything, you should be over the field on Tua, even though we both hate him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to make that rule because you're right. I don't want to like pigeonhole when I don't really like there's not like a ton of value that I like either. If I get a double quarterback team, I don't want to just take it out.
And it could easily be the winner. Like both with the tight. That's another build, honestly. Like Achane to you'd have to fade Waddle in that build, but Achane to tight end, like Waller, like you said, if you play Tua, play Waller, those 3, and then Rodgers, DK, or a tight end, and like that build could easily win. Easily.
No, I like it. Double D, double kicker. I don't know if I'd go double defense and double kicker, but I think you could go 3 of the 4.
Pittsburgh's defense, another reason I like Miami is I think Pittsburgh's defense is massively overrated.
I do too. And I think Miami's defense has been way better lately. Way better. Like, I know Pittsburgh's defense is more, but I think the Dolphins' defense is the better play.
Yeah.
And
I don't even like Pittsburgh. I won't even have Pittsburgh's defense. I might full fade them.
I might too.
They're missing their best player on top of it.
Look at that ownership, though. 12% to 27%.
Yeah.
Give me the Dolphins defense.
Everyone still looks at Pittsburgh's defense like they're the same thing. Like, it's just not.
Yeah, it's not the same. I agree with you 100%. It's totally not the same. Let's see. I'm just trying to look. Is there anything else I'm missing here?
Is TJ? No, they messed up his lung. He's probably out for he's definitely out this week. I don't know how long. I'm not no Twitter.
No, my wife said he should be able to recover quickly from that.
How does the team do it to him though? Like same thing that happened with Tyrod back in the day. Just
I was
crazy.
gonna say, bro, don't you remember? Like this stuff just happens. I mean, even the smartest people make mistakes. Like that's the one thing we got to remember. We're all human at heart. Like even the best people can make mistakes sometimes.
Correct, 100%. And even the best doctors make mistakes, and the best everything make mistakes. It does suck though when it's your best player and you're under the
trust me,
spotlight.
my wife is very smart. She comes home some nights and she's just a mess. You know what I mean? Like
both of our wives are in the medical stuff. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's bad.
No matter what. I couldn't do that job. I'll tell you that. It would mess with my emotions way too much.
I know I couldn't do it. So that's the one thing I tell her. Like, you know, that most people, like a majority of people, don't do what you're doing. That's why there's like, at least at her hospital, there's like shortage of staff. Like they have to work more because they're just short on staff and stuff. And it's really bad. But yeah, no, I definitely couldn't do that. Let's see. So we hit on the running backs, kickers, defenses. All right. What about, just to finish it off, we didn't really talk about any of these secondary receivers. Calvin Austin, Adam Thielen's in there, Malik Washington, Nick Westbrook-Akine. If you had to play one of these secondary receivers, who would it be?
I am not playing a Pittsburgh. Every time Pittsburgh's on Showdown, I'm not playing a Pittsburgh receiver. Even DK, I just don't even want to play DK. So, like, let me look at the Miami side. I'm not playing a Pittsburgh receiver, though. At least the secondary ones for sure.
Yeah.
In Miami, the only one I could even consider is Malik Washington, and he's 5,800. I'll definitely have some Malik Washington, but I don't like him.
I think he'd be the only one I'd consider. I think he'd be the only one I'd consider.
We could have stopped the show 5 minutes in, though, when you're like, everything goes through Achane and Waddle because that's what happens. And then you play a quarterback or two, you play a kicker or two, and there's your tight end or two, and there's your build. Like, it's a simple showdown. These showdowns, we should win money. On these showdowns, I like taking stands. Just get off the receivers except for Waddle. You're fading what? Here, let me pull up all the receivers.
I think doesn't Malik do some return stuff, Tony? I think you could get the double dip if you played him with the defense.
It's still not going to be enough at 5,800, though. I mean, maybe. You still only get 6 points, though. Yeah, I guess you're not really saving that. I mean, DK, I mean, we can even lead it into the anti because he's 1,000,000% my anti, but I'll just say all the receivers besides Waddle are my – even Waddle – the more I'm thinking about the build, like I don't have to have him. I do think his floor is what gets you there, though, which was your point.
Me too.
And if he gets 15, I think he's golden, and I think he probably does get 12 to 15, which is golden. But I don't have to have him either. Like I'm gonna have him more than likely because I don't like DK Metcalf. I don't love the quarterbacks. But just say for a build like you were talking about, where I play both quarterbacks. I don't know. I don't hate not having Waddle in that because everyone that plays Tua is going to play Waddle. Why not? Why not just play the tight end or two tight ends?
Yeah. I mean, I rather play the tight end, so I'm good with that. I like it though. I mean, no DK. I'm good with that.
Does Pittsburgh have the worst receivers in all of the history of football?
History, dude. Some of those Patriots teams had some pretty bad receivers early.
They didn't have DK Metcalf either. At least they got DK, but these second and third and fourth receivers.
Well, all right. Your anti plays DK Metcalf. Mine is definitely going to be the Steelers defense. 27%.
That's crazy.
What for defense? The other defense is better and they're cheaper. Like, yeah. Give me the Steelers defense as my anti-play. I like both our anti-plays. I think we're in a good spot with both our anti-plays.
And they're going to be, I mean, both are going to be super high owned.
I know. Jets receivers are worse. The Jets receivers are pretty bad, Tony, without Garrett. Well,
The
but
Jets
Garrett
receivers are very bad.
Garrett Wilson's hurt, though. You'd probably look at him
Yeah.
like Pittsburgh if Garrett Wilson was there, right? Because like Garrett
Yeah.
Wilson, DK.
They would be exactly the same as Pittsburgh if he was. Well,
Honestly,
I would like them more.
I'd take A.D. Mitchell over any of the Pittsburgh guys.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would too over the two down. I mean, that's not saying much, but I would.
Easy money coming in.
Don't you worry about that. What was it, Thanksgiving? Don't you worry. I didn't see you coming in after that whooping we put on you on Thanksgiving.
By the way, did you see the linebacker go up to Joe Burrow, give him a hug, and then tell him how he whooped their ass or something like that? Did you see that video?
Yeah, I like that stuff.
That was funny. That was funny.
I tried to tell people always say I'm a homer. All last week I said, worry about the Bengals versus the Raiders.
I'll give you credit. You said it on yesterday's show, and I didn't listen. I played the Bengals. I mean,
I just
Lamar
know
was
the
good,
team.
but
Like that loss versus the Bills took the wind out of their sails. Like they were riding high, and then it brought them to 4-9. I didn't know. I couldn't just pick Baltimore because I hate Baltimore, but my heart was telling me to pick Baltimore.
Your heart was telling you. I think your fandom.
I said that backwards. My mind was telling me to pick Baltimore.
Yeah, your heart was telling you to pick Bengals, but like your fandom stopped you from probably picking the game. But you didn't like the Bengals.
Usually, I always have it on like one of my main TVs. I didn't even have it on the main TV going in.
Even the see guys, even the fans were that depressed after that Bills loss. That's how bad it was for the Bengals.
It's a tough scene.
Bills wide receivers blow. You know what?
Yeah,
you're right.
Well.
Bills. Yeah, I mean,
they do as well.
I'll tell you, Josh Allen would much rather have DK Metcalf, I think.
Although the overall group, though, might still be better in Buffalo. Like Pittsburgh's receivers are really bad. Like real bad.
I don't know, man. Bills.
Either way, it's a bad situation. Raiders, the people keep bringing in more teams. There's a lot of bad receiving groups.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders traded their best guy, I guess, but yeah, that's another group. Man, there's some bad receiving groups. The more we kind of
bad receiving.
More we kind of peel off.
The Bengals will always have a chance when they got those guys. Dallas will always have a chance when they got those guys. Like it just, if you got those weapons, you got a chance.
Oh, Dallas, big letdown. I fell for the Dallas mid-year. I fell for it. I thought they were going to come through.
They're like the Bengals.
That was my downfall. Definitely Dallas. I thought when they got CD back and they were fully healthy and Pickens was playing good, and then just, man, they couldn't get out of their own way. They had chances.
They still don't like look. They are the Bengals because they still look good.
No, that you know what it is. It's all a facade, Big T. It's all like you look at it. It looks nice, but then you see it like in real life, and you're like, wait a second, this isn't what I paid for. This isn't it. This is not the team that I thought. The Cowboys are just it's a trap. It's just a GIF. It's a trap. The Star Wars GIF, like that's what it is. Go Birds. There you go. Go Birds. Eagles. Eagles rolled yesterday. Eagles rolled the Raiders. You and all the Texas. I know. I'm in on it. I'm in on it, Ricky. Houston. I'm in. Texas don't let me down, Houston. If Houston lets me down, then Texas is just. I'm going to cross off Texas forever. Can't let me down. All right, plays of the day, Big T. Let's get into it. Favorite play on the board.
I mean, I said the only captain. I think that would count for he's the most popular, but I'm just locking H-An in the captain. No other captains tonight. Who would be my next favorite though? Because obviously I don't want to give him as my play of the day. Looking, I guess all the ownerships are similar. I guess it would be the problem I got though is Dulcich. Dulcich has been so good to us, but I guess I could still give him. I think he's just a solid play. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give Darren Waller.
Yeah, there you go. Grab your
I
nuts.
just hate to give the play when I don't know my main team, and I don't know if he's going to be on my main team, but I know he's going to score a touchdown, and I know that he's probably the best play in
It
those.
sucks because now I got to root for Tua because he's going to score a touchdown, but I need a root for Tua for that to happen.
I think Tua's going to play the game of his life and get like 16 fantasy points for us.
The game of his life. All right, we'll play some Tua. We'll play a little Tua. I'm definitely, first of all, a kicker will be on the winner. Play kickers. They're going to smash. I'm going to go with the Boz, Chris Boswell for my play. But I like both these kickers. I think they could both easily be on the winner. But, yeah, give me Chris Boswell. Plays of the day, Darren Waller, Chris Boswell. Anti-plays of the day, DK Metcalf, and the Steelers defense here, Tony. That'll do it here. Smash the like button on your way out. We're actually going to be right back. We're going to do a quick double take here. We're going to get a 5-minute break and then roll right into an NBA show. If you're playing the 4-game NBA slate on DraftKings, hang out in the Rump Your Sports YouTube channel here. We'll have that show for you in a few minutes. So hope you guys enjoy that. If not, enjoy the football tonight. Enjoy your DFS, your Showdown winners. Hopefully you guys crush and we get to the top for Big T. I am JSU. Good luck, and we'll catch you guys hopefully in a few minutes for NBA. Till then, we're out of here. Peace.